This appeared on our Facebook group the other day. Okay, I'm really frustrated right now. How come no one, and I really mean no one, will ever commit to helping making videos with me? I can't get performers or participants or anything, and I'm totally confused. I could make videos of nothing but static landscapes and things that don't move, but that's boring. What do I do? Hi there, I'm Patrick, Chief Editor of the Guerrilla Filmmakers network. Well, I would like to help you out there and give you a couple of tips how to get people to join your projects. First, the project. It really matters what you do. If you have a really cool and enticing story to tell, chances are people will come on board. If you're doing something boring, something for yourself, or something that has been done over and over again, it's far less likely that people get excited about it. 2. Motivation is key. And I should say your motivation is key. Don't expect anybody to do more than you do. Most people will only bring a small fraction of the enthusiasm and the energy that you bring to your own project. But it also means that the more you bring in, the more likely it is that the others do more too. It always helps to find 1 or 2 people to partner up with who are just as excited about the idea as you are. That way, if you are less motivated, the others can push you a little bit. It can be hard to push a whole production by yourself, so it always helps to have people around who love the things you do. That's why a lot of people ask friends and family first. 3. It's not yours if you want help. Film is collaborative, and more so if there's no money involved. If you work on a major production, you don't have to care about whether the director is enthusiastic about the project or not. At the end of the day, you get a paycheck and go home. But if it's unpaid, let people know that they are really contributing to something. The more people invest, whether it's time, money, work, whatever, the more they feel part of it, and the more they will support the whole thing in the long run. So let people collaborate and add to it. It also helps you to learn. There are several ways to encourage the notion of collaboration. Make them feel really appreciated. Don't be patronizing or overdo it. It's just as much a privilege for them as it is for you, but show them the love they deserve for helping you out. And always remember, conflicts are resolved by communication. Get a mediator if you need to. Always be as professional as possible. Even if you're new to the whole thing, try to be as professional on set as you can be and treat work, even if there's no money involved, as if there is. You can do that by giving out deferred contracts, but make sure there's no legal mumbo-jumbo and Hollywood accounting involved. Be clear about what you expect from people and what you're willing to give them. And while we're at it, always share. If you give people deferred contracts, really make sure that at the moment that your video goes viral, everybody gets a fair share of what you get back from it. That way, you ensure that people will come back to your projects later on. 4. Food and fun. Always make sure you have food. Mix it up. Have something for vegans, have something for meat eaters. Have fast food and have healthy, wholesome food. And for in between, have snacks and sweets ready and some vegetables or fruit. Always make sure there's enough to drink, plenty of water, energy drinks if you have to. I personally would keep away from high sugar soft drinks, but fruit drinks and coffee, tea, that sort of thing, that's always a good idea. Also make sure people get enough breaks. That includes you. And try to have a positive vibe on the set. Goof around a little bit. Have fun. That's why you're there. Even in big Hollywood productions there are fart jokes. 5. From nothing comes nothing. You have to do the heavy lifting. The more time, energy, resources, money you put into your own project, the more others are willing to put in theirs. But be prepared to do all by yourself. It happens. 6. Ask. The best advice I can give you is to ask people. You'll be surprised how often people are willing to help. Of course, it makes sense to ask the right people. If you make a Star Wars fan movie, ask Star Wars fans. Find your local amateur theater group or a video club, a film school or an acting school or something. Contact people there or go on the internet. Go, I don't know, into a Facebook group, something like Guerrilla Filmmakers Network, and ask people. You'd be surprised. Talk to people who share your interest. Post crew and casting calls that mention all important information, like locations, time, but don't overdo it in the details, they can be covered later. Try to find people you can relate to, people you feel comfortable around, people you can talk to. Communication is key. And make sure you always mention whether it's paid or not. Don't apologize for it. And don't get into some debates with some internet troll who can't grasp the concept of unpaid work. Money is man-made and it's a figment of our collective imagination anyway. And now we are going to ask an actor. Hi David.
Hello.
So you've worked on paid productions. You've also worked on no-budget productions. Why?
In the beginning, for experience, obviously, during acting school, and also if it was a fun idea, if it was a cool project with friends, just for the fun of it, for a good time, and obviously just because it's no budget doesn't mean that later on you won't have any kind of benefits from.
If you agree to participate in a no-budget production, what's important to you?
A good idea, an interesting project basically. So if it is something that I would want to watch, that is a good incentive to do it. Good food is always nice, keeps the morale up, keeps the people going and keeps them happy. People will come again if you have good catering. Basically, doesn't need to be expensive, but good food is very important.
What is the best memory or experience that you had on a no-budget production?
Being in the Sahara Desert for a week. That was a no-budget movie called Nostromo.
What is the worst memory or experience you had on a no-budget production?
During the filming of Lay and the Key of Life, well, I wasn't forced to, but we jumped into a very cold pool. It was in January, and me and Marcus fell into a pool of very cold water. But even that was fun. I mean, everybody was worried about our health, and we had to take a hot shower after immediately. But we were very nervous. But that was the worst thing of it. Just it felt very, very alive in the moment. But even that was fun.
Would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Thank you, David. But most importantly, don't make what you do depend on others. There are many things you can do all by yourself. If you are compelled to be a storyteller, you will find a way to tell your stories. Never make it about others whether you do something or not. It's all up to you. If you don't, why should anybody else? Thanks for watching, subscribe, and if you have another question, go to our group and maybe yours will be answered in a video like this. Have a great day and go tell your stories.